Yo, this is a little request from somebody, and oh, I promised this dude I would do this, and I just haven't got around to it lately. So I'm gonna do a wish list video of my wish list. It's kind of short. Guns I would love to get maybe someday, or if I ever get the money. You know how life is, guys. Your life, you get waves of money sometimes. Sometimes you get a little. You get some money somehow, maybe, I don't know, income tax, or you sell something, sell a car, or just for some reason where once in a while you get a chunk of change, you know what I'm saying? So, this is my wish list video. It's funny that I'm doing this because I'm kind of downsizing my collection right now because of financial issues. Not that I shoot a lot. Just a couple guns that are safe queens that are I'm not really shooting too much, and I just got to do what I got to do. I'm not selling a bunch of guns. I just maybe one or two. I have to do it. But just forget about that. And I'm gonna get back on track again. And this is my wish list video again. I said it again. Jesus Christ, dude, are you serious? Sorry. Not with it today. Well, these three guns here are ones I never thought I'd have. That's why I have these out. So I consider these wish list level firearms. Okay, I never thought I'd own a milled AK. Just never thought it would happen because they're a lot of money, and you don't see them around too often. Not in this area anyway. And I still can't believe when I look at it. I still can't believe it's in front of me. That's a wish list gun. When it means that much to you, and that's the feeling you get. To me, that's considered a wish list gun. Okay, and of course, this Ed Brown. Never in a million gazillion years did I ever think I'd own an Ed Brown. Never. Here it is. It's in front of me, and it shoots. It's as good as it looks so far. We have not a lot, around 480 rounds through it, and it had one little hiccup in the very beginning. So it tells me that the hiccup in the beginning is a break-in issue. If it was getting a hiccup later on, there's something else wrong. Okay? And this Sig Sauer here, this P226 Elite, I know it's not that impossible to get, but it's just another gun that I didn't think I'd ever own because these are like $1,300. You know what I mean? But back when I got this, to me, when I was starting to collect high-end guns, to me like $800 was an outrageous price for a gun at the time. So when I got this, and this was $1,300. Actually, I got this at Target Master. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. And when I got it home, I couldn't believe it was mine. And the only thing I did to this is put a 357 Sig barrel in there, and which I'm probably going to get the Sig Sauer 40 caliber barrel back. And people told me and warned me not to do it, but I did it because this 357 Sig ammunition is kind of pricey. It's like buying 45 ACP, and if you compare 45 ACP to 40, there's a significant difference in price. So I don't know, but I can always get that barrel. I can get that barrel for like $140. It's not like that bad. But this is cool that it's a 357 Sig. I did that, and I put a stainless steel guide rod in there from guiderod.com. I think the name of the company was, and it's beautiful. It shoots. This is probably. I think the best target I ever got was with this pistol here. This one and the Ed Brown. But believe it or not, the 357 Sig round, I don't know if it's because of the round, I even got a better target than the Ed Brown. I mean, it was like a size, the group was like the size of a little smaller than a quarter. Like the size of a nickel. Like 10 shots I'm talking about. I mean, this thing is like, talk about a tack driver. Literally. You probably could tack a nail in a 2x4 with this thing. That's how accurate it is. And the great thing about Sig Sauer is, here's the difference. Now, you guys know I love 1911s. They are my favorite platform because they've proven themselves for over a century, and they're still mainstream firearms, and they're still on duty, and our military and police still use 1911s. They're very much with us, is what I'm saying. It's not like older guns, you know, that you don't see anymore, and gun shops might have one here and there. 1911s are mainstream gun sales just as much as Glocks, Sigs, or anybody else. So that is right in its by itself is amazing. That's why the 1911 fascinates me so much. But the Sig Sauer P226, I shoot just as accurate as a 1911. And what's great about the Sig Sauer is it has the reliability of a Glock. Now, if you're going to ask me what's the most reliable pistol, you know, my top 5 would be a Glock, an HK, and a 1911. I know a lot of you guys don't agree with that because you have issues with your 1911s, but once a 1911 is broke in and you have one that's made right, it's just as reliable as any other gun. I have proof with my Colt Commander. Like I said, you can't make that 1911 jam. Okay? But the difference is with this, for a steel gun, this is out of the box reliable, just like a Glock. There's really not much of a break-in period with a Sig Sauer. It's ready to go. Sigs are not made real tight. They're not. I mean, listen. Hear it? They're not made real tight like that. These are a military battle warhorse, these pistols. The FBI use them, CIA, Navy SEALs. These are ready to go. But the funny thing about it is they're just as accurate as a tightly made 1911, which needs to break in. So that's where the Sig Sauer stands alone. Awesome, awesome pistol. I don't know if you can understand what I mean. That's what I mean. So I consider this a wish list pistol. I do. So, that's these here. Now, my wish list guns that I don't have, I don't know why I have such a hot nut for this gun, but I do. I really want an FN57. Yes, I want one bad. Before they make it illegal, or maybe, who knows, after the election, if the wrong people are elected, it might be illegal for us civilians to have a 5.7. Who knows? I know they have 5.7 ammunition, special one that only police and military can buy and the civilians can't, that are more powerful, but still, to me, an anti-gun person looks at a 5.7, that's the kind of gun they're going to ban. So I really want a 5.7. Here's a look at the 5.7. Okay, yeah, I uploaded pics for each gun so you guys can see. You new guys might not know what they look like. So the 5.7 fascinates me very much. I don't know too much about them, but I've handled them, and when you handle them in your hand, they feel very good. They have an awesome trigger. I've dry fired plenty of them, and the rounds are really cool. They're like little miniature rifle rounds, and they're not as expensive as you think they are. And the velocity is amazing with these things, and they're accurate as all hell, and there's not a lot of recoil at all from what I hear. I hear it feels like you're shooting like a high-powered 22. So that's cool, and plus it's a beautiful looking gun, ain't it? Do you see that thing? I want one, that's all, period. It holds 20 rounds. You can get an extended magazine for a 5.7, it'll hold 30 rounds. I mean, come on. Is that a shit hit the fan pistol or what? Okay? So, that's one on my wish list that I don't have. They're about, if you know somebody at a gun shop and someone can help you out, you could probably get one for $1,000. If you don't know anybody and you're a dude and you're going to Cabela's, you're going to pay almost $1,200 for a 5.7, FN 5.7. I like the black ones myself. Okay, the next gun on my wish list would be the Socom 16, chambered in .308. It's a semi-automatic .308 rifle, and it is the friggin' badass, most beautiful looking rifle I've ever seen in my life, of all rifles I've ever seen. It's just so friggin' cool. It's got the short barrel, It's real tactical looking. It has a very similar action like an M1 Garand, very similar, and it's just a beautiful rifle. They're like $1,700–1,800, so that's not happening, but that is on my wish list, and here's a pic of it. Okay, tell me that ain't a beautiful rifle. Shit. So that's definitely another one on my wish list. Another rifle on my wish list is a 30-06 M1 Garand. A semi-automatic 30-06. Can you believe that? Here's the thing. The M1 Garand is like the 1911. It wasn't outdone. They came out with the M1 Garand a million years ago, right? And the rifles today don't shoot no more accurate than an M1 Garand. The first time I shot an M1 Garand with iron sights was LSKW1. He let me shoot his M1 Garand, and that's the best shooting I ever did with iron sights. I think we were about 75 to 80 yards. We were shooting a little round steel target, and I never shot an M1 Garand before, and I lined up them iron sights, and this is a used rifle here talking about. I lined up them iron sights, and I was just like ping, ping, ping. I was like, oh man, this is so natural, the way the ergonomics of it, and it was so easy to hit my targets with it. That's what impressed me with the M1 Garand, and it's a semi-auto 30-06, and that rifle has a clip in it. A lot of you guys say clip. Well, the M1 Garand truly does have a clip, stripper clip that loads the magazine. And plus, it's an American-made rifle, and like I said, it's undefeated. It's like the 1911. It's undefeated. They never made anything better than it, or never made anything that shoots better than it. It's an amazing piece of history. I want one bad. And as far as M1 Grands go, the prices are all over the place, depending on condition, this and that, or you can get ones that are remakes that are new. It depends what you want. I don't know what I want. I don't know enough about them to make a decision. Here's a pick. Okay, so that's the M1 Garand. Now, another firearm on my wish list would be the Benelli M4. The Benelli M4 semi-automatic 12 gauge is supposedly the fastest semi-automatic shotgun on the market. It's super high quality. It's a lot of money. Like I said, they're like, are you kidding me with that siren? Hear that? The Germans are coming again, I guess. Come on, guys. Even you firemen out there, hey, you firemen out there, I know a lot of firemen watch this. Is that siren necessary every time there's a fire? Really? It's not. Okay. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Where was I? Benelli M4. Supposedly the fastest shooting semi-automatic shotgun on the market. That's what I hear, that's what I found out, and I think it's so friggin' beautiful. It doesn't hold a lot of ammo, but man, I want one. Here's a pic. Okay, did you see that? Is that a ball rubber or what? That is a ball rubber and a pubic hair plucker. That's how friggin' sweet that gun is. So, yeah, I want one of them really bad. I don't know the price. They're very, very expensive. They're close to $2,000. Another firearm on my wish list would be the 9mm Browning High Power. The Browning High Power is probably one of the most comfortable handguns I ever put in the palm of my hand. Talk about a natural pointer. Talk about beauty. Talk about bluing. Talk about a classy looking gun. Are you serious? What's cool about the Browning High Power, it's a good, I think it's a good alternative to a 1911. If you want to carry a gun like that, I would think the Browning High Power would be a little easier to carry. It's super, super slim, and they call it the Browning High Power, from what I hear, is because it has a double stack magazine in it, has a high magazine capacity for 9mm. I talked to my friend Bill, Mr. 40 Fat Bullet, and he is a Browning high power maniac, and he told me that's what high power means. So if it's wrong, Bill, everyone go to Bill's page and say, Bill, you're wrong. He's not wrong. Bill don't open his mouth unless he's right. He's very reliable that way. But anyway, yeah, the Browning high power to me is such a beautiful, classy, one of the most beautiful handguns I've ever seen. And if I would get one, it would have to be in blue, because it's the beautifulest blue, and God is it beautiful. And me and Bill shot his when he came up that time, and man, what a beautiful trigger. Talk about a butter gun. Butter. Butter. That thing beautiful? Yeah, they're about $1,000 too. You can probably get one for like $950. They're very nice. They're not real hard to get, but not all gun shops around here have them all the time. They might have one. Okay, my next wish list gun is pretty much a cowboy gun. It's 45 long Colt Ruger Vaquero, the 3-inch barrel with the bird head grips. This is such a badass little revolver, man. I want one of these so bad, and this one can happen, because you're only talking about $600 now. So this one, you might see this one come into play. Here's a pic. Okay, I think if I would get the Ruger Vaquero with the 3-inch barrel or 3.5-inch barrel, it's one or the other. You know, guys, I'm not absolutely correct on every word that comes out of my mouth. I can barely speak half the time. That's like a $600 gun, so that's not too out of my reach to get something like that. But I think if I do get that one, I don't know if I'm going to get the high polished stainless or the blue. I'm not sure. Since I have a high polished stainless Vaquero, I might get that in blue if I was able to get it. Say I take a ride to Cabela's. Say I have $800 on me, and just for the hell of it, oh, look what they have. They have a bird head grip, Ruger Vaquero 3.5-inch barrel, 45 long Colt. I'm getting that now because you don't see them a lot. They're not hard to get, but stores just don't stock them a lot. They stock the other 5 and 5/8, 6-inch barrel Vaqueros. They're the ones you see a lot with the regular grip. And that's it, guys. That's my wish list video. I hope you liked it. The dude that requested it, dude, I hope you liked the video. And I'll see you guys real soon. Later.